A party consisting of a tiefling, a dragonborn, a half-orc, and a gnome walk into a tavern. If that sounds more like the start of a joke than the start of a believable campaign, this video is for you. We're talking about limiting races in your next campaign. That's question number 3 in my list of the 6 questions every Dungeon Master must answer when starting a new campaign. And we're starting now. Welcome to the Dungeon Master's Apprentice, and I'm your friendly neighborhood Dungeon Master. Here at the Dungeon Master's Apprentice, we work on creating The Cursed, a unique campaign world, and talk about how you can have a better gaming session at the table. I don't know if you've heard of it, but there's a webcomic called Goblins. I will add a link in the description. And it's about a group of goblins that start adventuring. Since they started with few skills and training, they were essentially 0 level. But you know what else they had? They had a reason to be adventuring together. They were all from the same village, and due to extraordinary circumstances, essentially a funnel adventure, they took up the adventuring life. And the big point here is they had a reason to be together. Now, many people point out that The Lord of the Rings, as the quintessential party with a mix of humans, elves, dwarves, and hobbits, but even in the books themselves, they comment about how unlikely a group they are. And you have to admit, the circumstances surrounding the formation of that party was, well, once in a lifetime thing. And why does the Wizards of the Coast keep adding new PC races to the Dungeons & Dragons game when role-playing a human is hard enough? Most players, it seems to me, don't even try role-playing their character's race. They play short, squat humans, or humans with pointy ears, or tiny humans instead of dwarves, elves, and halflings. What more with the more exotic races? Now, newer games like Dungeon Crawl Classics and its random character creation system assume most characters are human. To be exact, there's a 69% chance that a character will be human in DCC. Plus, other Dungeon Masters have commented how when the race bonuses were removed, almost all players picked humans as the race for their characters. This, plus the lack of really even trying to correctly roleplay the race, makes it fairly obvious that for a vast majority of the players, the reason is purely mechanical. Of course, if you play with the overpowered, optional variant human rules, you may never get another non-human in the party again. But I'm not advocating for an all-human campaign. Just like the Goblin comic shows, a single-race party can be a lot of fun and makes your job as the Dungeon Master easier too. Believe me, an all-half-orc party would be incredibly fun. Now, that being said, the Cursed campaign will start out as purely human. They will not even believe other races even exist. But once other races are discovered, those players will be able to add PCs of those races to their character trees. Now, I hope you enjoyed my take on single race parties. If you did, please hit the like button, and of course, any suggestions you have would be greatly appreciated, so don't forget to leave a comment. I hope you come back for the next installments where I continue fleshing out my campaign world and I discuss other dungeon mastery related topics. If you're enjoying this journey with me, then please consider subscribing to this channel. If you do, don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified every time new content is posted. Until then, adventure on!